the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who will be headed to the national championship game. Return it from inside the 5. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver. The Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And that will bounce and roll out of bounds, so no return. Shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Catch made on the out route. The Canes are looking to keep this drive going.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
And the work attack that produces a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They get him down at the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Good job up front by this offensive line and good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at this running back position.
The Canes pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Breaking tackles and going. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The pocket breaking down. A change in direction.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick pass, the catch is made. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over it that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
The offense gifted with great starting field position for this drive. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down to the 25 and move closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Goes out the stiff arm. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First and goal, handoff. They finally corral him at the 1.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to score with a run to the right. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the play.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Well, Kirk, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and booted away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. To dart right down the middle. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Bringing pressure. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Well, they spot a holding call. That'll back them up 10 yards, and they'll try it again. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's in the clear. He's past the 30. The 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes the catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense back out onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quick throw misses his mark there, incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? And the runner takes off to his right. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Fighting off the defender. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. That play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there. Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Of the half. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Canes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. What a catch! They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Back to throw again. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he cannot quite hold on down there in the end zone. Would have been a great pick. Instead, a third down play coming up. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's an out route. The catch made. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Hurricanes have first and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Running back grabs it on a screen. The pickup is 7 yards. Now second and 3. The Hurricanes are in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I think this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Big moment here in this playoff game. Third and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
An important second down play coming up. Looking for a man. Receiver makes the grab. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back in the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throw to the running back in the flat. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. A new set of downs after our completion. Looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's looking deep again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
PAT is good, and the lead grows to 35-0.
Ohio State, 35, Miami, 0.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. It's like the final play of the half coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And that will do it for the first half here. And Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. And the back gets the football. And that run produces a decent gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Bootleg looking to throw. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So now it's third and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. But let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, we need you guys to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Looking for his big tight end. Caught! He's wide open. Look out. The Canes come up to the line in a hurry-up.
With his big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo.
And here comes a deep shot. Deep shot caught inside the 25. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big gain.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
Play fake, looking to throw. Blitz and a quick sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Field goal is good. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's shoved out of bounds, but the defense is short of the first down marker.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass caught. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at the 48.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Ending off on the draw play. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Defense is coming after him. And they get to completion. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
They look to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Touchdown, Ohio State. This offense cannot be stopped.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling, and the awareness to understand when in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Here's another interception, but we're losing track. Look out, he's in the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Taking command now in the fourth quarter, closing in a bid for the national championship game.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Yeah, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He'll try a pass here. The receiver makes the catch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. That pass is caught. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Well, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game. I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Breaks free. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big game like this on first down.
Chewing clock with the running game. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I love this play call here on this first down carry by the back. Getting the ball to the outside on a toss makes this defensive line have to respect the inside and the outside. Also keeps those defensive ends honest from not just collapsing.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
First down sack pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. We'll give it to the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. When he didn't get there, the defense makes a stop against this excellent 3rd down offense. So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 50-yard attempt. Let's see if he's got the leg. Makes it look easy. And they add to the lead. Forcing the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.